There we go. We're live. Well,
We are live. How's it going?
recording. Not too bad. I'm
Good.
seeing it's like I don't know if it's snowing where you are, but we are like snow globe weather right now.
Yeah, it's been on and off a lot yet. Kind of same thing as yesterday, but yeah, it's been on and off. Real big wet flakes and snow globe. Yes.
But hey, they're fishing.
Unfortunate after the 60, 70-degree weather we've had lately,
Yeah.
but it is what it is. Today we're going to talk about the Bassmaster Classic 2024, Grand Lake at the Cherokees, Friday through Sunday coming up, Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Hey, you going with Jason Christie this year?
I am not. I don't think you are either.
Why?
I think we're probably the only show that starts the show with we're not picking Jason Christie.
Right. And
um,
I just told you a couple minutes ago I had him as my A group pick until about 30 minutes ago, and then I swapped him out. I don't know. I just don't have good luck picking him, so I gotta stay away.
yeah, and I think I probably would have taken him if there wasn't another like Oklahoma angler that does pretty decent with forward facing sonar
Yeah,
in that bucket. And
and getting in the
we
money,
what's that?
and
Yeah.
getting in the money.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I didn't we never talked about our picks at all, other than we weren't taking Jason Christie.
Right.
So I mean I don't know who you picked, but I went with Luke Palmer.
That is also who I have, Luke Palmer. I almost wanted to go with Bob Downey just because of the value there, and I think he could do something special. But
Um
we're going with Palmer for the moment.
so on your Bob Downey thing,
Yeah,
I felt bad for him because I'm like, why is Bob Downey in Group A? Like
right.
to me that's like a BCD pick. Like
Possibly, but I think he's gonna. I just got a hunch about him. I think he's gonna do something. I think he's gonna. He might be top 10. We'll see. But a lot of good picks here. Obviously, Christie is a decent pick. He has to be. I mean, it's pretty much his backyard. Um, Palinek's a great pick. Walters, obviously. I mean, pretty much anybody in this group. I think Hank Cherry's got a good shot if that jerk bait bite is going on.
uh,
So,
Hank was one of my ideas before I saw what bucket he was in.
mhm.
Because that's, I mean, jerkbait this time of year.
Yep.
He's won two classics with it already. So
Yeah, absolutely. So pretty much spin the wheel and whoever it lands on, you got a pretty good shot. Yep.
yeah, I mean, my Luke Palmer pick is, he does pretty good with forward facing sonar. He's
Yeah.
from that area. He's like 3 hours from Grand Lake.
Yep.
Um, so I assume he has a little bit of experience there. And I don't think anybody else is really talking about him. So
Right. Yeah. But I love that. Love that pick, and that's why I picked him. So B group. What do you like over here?
um, I before I made a pick, I looked and saw how much Ben Milliken was picked,
Hmm.
and as much as I would like to pick him because he's just shown he's been able to fish with these guys, the first two tournaments.
Right.
I I, I figured at this point in the season I'm doing bad enough to where I need to make up ground already. Um, and the angler I picked, he has 4 classic appearances, and he's gone third, 48, third, and 30th. So I am chalking Stetson Blaylock up to a third place finish in this year's classic.
I like that. I think that's a great pick. Um, I didn't even Milliken didn't even cross my radar for this event. Uh, Not that I don't think he's going to do well, but I just don't want to be part of that chalk pick there.
Yep.
I really like Kenta Kamara here. That's who I went with. So I know he's done pretty well here. So and he's a great angler. So
Yeah,
at seven
I think
point
he
two
even has
percent.
a. I think he has like a cottage or something on Grand Lake, from
Yeah.
what I've heard.
Yep. I mean, this group here. I mean, there's a handful of solid picks here. I mean, I think either of the Johnson brothers are probably solid picks too to be, top 20, 30, something like that. But Ken and Kamara for me, Blaylock for you, both I think excellent picks. Into C group, um, I'm going with Austin Felix, another guy that likes staring at the screen all day, and
So yeah,
at
but
0.9%,
I was gonna say, if
I'm
that,
gonna take that.
you should uncheck him and see if it changes, and see how much of your your pick matters to his 0.9%.
All right, I'll pick somebody else and then go back to him. No, it's not changing. 0.9.
It may not update that quick,
Yeah,
I don't
true.
know.
Right. To me, I don't know. To me, that's like a great value. Like he's totally under the radar
Yeah,
for this event. So I get the Koya Vegeta, chalk pick. I get it because he's kind of hot still, but no. Who do you like?
um, this one I've gone back and forth. I first had Scott Canterbury,
Hmm.
um, but I went and changed that to Joey Cifuentes,
The third.
the third.
The third. Okay.
Third. Um, he does have some live scope wins under his belt,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
he's from that general area, I think, right? Arkansas.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
It's not terribly far away. Fairly close. The regional.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
I figure he regional guy, only at 9.8%. So,
Hmm.
and I feel that's a better pick than Tyler Orvette or Jay Shakurit.
Yeah.
And I mean, Kyoya at 43.8, I think, is a tad ridiculous. That's just,
Yeah. That's to me. Yeah. That is. I don't think he's garnered enough
especially for that.
to warrant that. Yeah. It's just,
Yeah.
that's those are crazy percentages for what he's done so far. I don't know. Originally, I did have Tyler Rivette picked. Louisiana. It's somewhat close, just kind of local. But I'm like, yeah, no. I'm gonna go with the Austin Felix pick. D group. What you got?
So there, I guess it's the chalk pick, but there really isn't that much difference between Hamner and Ito.
Yeah,
So I went with Justin Hamner.
I love
Um,
that pick.
Jerk bait, forward facing sonar.
Yep.
Um, and I don't know. Every time I watch an interview with him, like he just seems like a guy that I'd hang out with and go fishing with. Like, I don't know.
Seems very laid back, very kind of low key, not outspoken. Just yeah.
Exactly.
Yep. Yep. I am also picking Justin Hamner. So I don't know. I figure with a couple of the longer shots that I'm taking, I can take a chalk pick here.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. Cody Huff, I think, has pretty decent results here at Grand Lake. I think.
He's another regional guy.
Yeah. Yep. So I think that's a solid pick. Taku, obviously. Yeah. And the dreaded E group.
um, I went chalk here. I went with the
I want chalk-ish.
chalkish.
Chalk-ish.
Um, I went with Tyler Williams.
Okay.
The guy just, I don't think he owns anything other than jigs.
Yep.
And when you're talking about Grand Lake, you know, that's where the little brown jig came about.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of jig fishing there. So I figure let's go with the guy who's, I mean, if there's somebody on the Elite Series that makes you think I can do this,
Hmm.
it's watching Tyler Williams fish. This,
Yeah. I mean, I just clicked on him, so because I don't know a whole lot about him, but 23 tournaments, 12 times in the money. He's got one first place, 5 top 10s, 7 top 20s, 10 top 30s. I mean, for that group, that's a solid pick.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I don't know if you've seen him like on. They've had him on Bass Live a couple times,
I have seen him. Yep.
and I think the one I watched was like the Open they had last year, and just watching the guy fish, it's like watching a kid just have fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yep. I'm gonna go with Kyle Patrick at the moment. I
I
may
did have
switch.
him picked.
I may switch. I may not. We'll see. Um, I don't know. There wasn't really anybody else that really stood out to me. Maybe David Gaston, possibly. I don't know. It's just a tough. Like we talked earlier. I mean, it's just that E group. It's kind of tough because there's a lot of outliers here that we're not too familiar with and their
Oh
styles.
yeah.
So it's kind of a tough one. So that's kind of why I went with that secondary chalk pick.
Yeah, I mean this bucket's also one that you look for your drain the lake and say, okay, let's burn at least one drain the lake pick. So you have a few more of the regular elite guys throughout the rest of the year.
Right.
Um, but yeah, this is definitely a, you know, this is all of your open winners. This is your team series winner. Like these are all the guys that aren't usually fishing, and then like a couple of the rookies.
Right. Yep. Yep. All right. Do we want to go weight first, or do you want to rattle off some drain the lake picks?
We can do weight real quick.
Okay. So it's classic. So it's 3 day tournament, not 4 days. Um, Historically, I don't know. I went 58.9. I don't know. It's going to be somewhere between 50 and 70, I would think, somewhere in there.
Yeah, and I was going to say 55 to 65,
Yeah. Yep.
probably the range. I went 62.6.
Okay.
Figure just a little bit more than 20 a day.
Yeah. And I was looking at the weather. Friday, partly cloudy, 70. Saturday, 65, partly cloudy, and Sunday, chance of showers and 72. So I don't think weather's going to be an issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, and practice should be, roughly the same. A little sunnier, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Drain the lake.
Drain the lake. All right. Okay, for mine, I have Justin Hamner, Kenna Kamara, Carl Jakobsen, Jason Christie, Hank Cherry, Palmer, Austin Felix, and Cody Huff.
We are pretty close. I have
Okay.
Christie, Palmer,
Mm-hmm.
Hamner, Tyler Williams, Hank Jerry, Tyler Rivette, Kenta Kamara, and Easton Fothergill.
Fothergill. Nice. Nice. So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of we normally kind of focus on the northern fisheries and hold everybody for that until later in the season, but I think I'm taking a pretty solid swing at trying to actually win this one. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, I feel like I'm in the same boat as far as trying to win it, but
Mm,
also with this lineup, I'm not burning any of my northern guys.
sure. Yep.
Um, and then after this classic, I think we got a few weeks until they go to Florida. So I'll take those few weeks and start sorting out my team.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Harris Chain is what, April 11th. So
Yeah,
it's
I think they're back to back, right?
April 11th. Then you have April 18th, and then May 9th. So like there's back to back, and then it looks like you got 3 weeks till the next one at Murray. Yep. Harris Chain, St. John's, and then Murray. Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Hey, we said 15 minutes. We were going to keep it under. So
Yeah.
we're gonna. we just blew that out of the water. We're over now.
Yeah. So I think that's pretty much all I have. All I gotta say is Lee Livesey last tournament just showed me that nothing is a lock, and
Yep.
you could be the best guy in the lake and still not make it to day 3.
Right. That is correct. Alrighty.
All right. I'm Scott. He's Matt.
We're Stout Sportsmen.
Stay stout.
And
We are out.